YouTube, Flatbed Shire, coming at you live and direct from the TMC, well, one of the TMC headquarters. Came up here, got a chip in my windshield from a truck kicking a rock up in it, made it probably about the size of a quarter, so we need to get that took care of. Don't need any DOT violations to affect the CSA score. But, got a few fast facts here. And a little something that anybody can apply, for future. I'm going to give you a few examples, and then I'm just going to, get it off. First of all, I was reading an article. I always seem like I'm reading an article, don't it? I was reading an article. A truck driver was in a lane, and a car was trying to pass him. And so what ended up occurring was the car ended up passing the truck and shot the truck driver. I mean, he didn't die, but he shot him because he couldn't pass him. And so here I am thinking the only immediate dangers I have are stragglers at the truck stop asking me if I have any spare change while I'm fueling, somebody jerking in front of me, or just somebody just doing something stupid. Now I gotta worry about somebody getting upset, maybe somebody coming off the on-ramp, and they just get to that point where like, hey, we're gonna shoot you, or shoot at you, nonetheless. But I always try to be safe out here, guys, Never know what on somebody's mind. Somebody may have woke up with it on their mind. I used to, get upset if someone like cut me off or something. I used to say, I'm gonna blow my air horn at them. But after reading that story, hey, I'm not doing that. It's too many cases of road rage out here, so I'm not even getting involved in that. Some more information that I recently read. Apparently, the Secretary of the Department of Transportation has been appointed by Donald Trump. They're looking to. They've basically the whole campaign has been, deregulating a lot of things. So some of the regulations they're going to take away are the ability for companies that want to use test out autonomous trucks or auto trucks, or however you want to say it, driverless trucks. It's all the same thing. I know they tested somebody in Nevada that did a test run with Budweiser, but now some other states are getting involved, like some of the northeastern states are allowing them to test out on their particular roads. And so my bunk heater off is getting kind of loud in here. I don't want to talk too loud, but so that's what's going on, because it seems like this administration is kind of behind it. But future or whatever it is, we just have to do what we can. But anyway, the meat of what I want to talk about. Pretty much any particular industry that's long-standing, it started somewhere. It wasn't always big when it started. I say that to say this, particularly to truck drivers, because that's the profession that I'm in, but anybody can take this information that's not already building something or inherited something. We have to come together, guys, and it's so much knowledge out here that people, as far as truckers, I know a lot of people end goal is just to purchase a truck, maybe get a trailer, open up a small fleet, and do the same thing that the current companies are doing now. But the goal and the mindset is not to match what's already out there. Is to catch and surpass. Perfect example. I travel. I've been a lot of places, but the trucks driver that I admire the most, that I look at as an example of what every truck driver needs to be, are the cow haulers. Why do I say that? Easy. Some of the guys, a lot of the guys are driving the trucks for their own farm or their own, whatever they call it, the stockyard. The reason that is so important is the fact that they're growing something and they're shipping it. They're shipping their own product. So, if you have the ideal of getting a truck, getting a trailer, starting a small fleet, you need to think about finding something that you can transport. Why do I say that? Again, going back to one of the earlier statements I made about they're testing out the autonomous, the automatic, the auto truck driverless trucks. Read something else. Amazon is in the works of opening and trying to ship their own packages without UPS and FedEx. I was talking to my fiance today. I said, my knowledge, the two biggest places people order things from are Amazon, eBay. They got everything that you need. Some others may go to certain other different places, but I know Amazon and eBay are right there at the top. So, again, you need to be able to learn to produce something and set the rules. Because just aiming just to match what you already see is a losing battle. You can't continue to try to play catch up. You have to run twice as fast, think twice as hard, and work twice as longer just to catch. So to surpass, you have to work even harder. So you have to grind to do that. Because all you're doing, you're a truck driver, you're on a truck, you're on a trailer. You are a businessman, you are a boss, but you are still a contractor. You're still a contractor. You're hired hands, still. And when you have no leverage in the negotiation process, as far as you go in and you say, hey, I want to move your product, we got a contractual agreement or whatever like that, if they feel like they can buy you out, bam, that's it. If they feel like they want to move out there freight by a driverless truck, a guy that wants to sit in there and take, less wage, or an engineer that knows nothing about trucking, but he knows how to work the truck, you beat. So the thing is to have leverage. You go in there, all right, you want to let me move your product? Well, I got my own product. Then you go out there and you set up distributions with other people. I have this product. Now again, this is not something that happens, this is not something that's going to happen overnight. It takes time. I think about this company that I work for. Anytime you call in and they don't immediately answer, it tells you how this company started. They started with an office staff of 2 or 6, one of the two. But currently, it's over 2,000 trucks. So the thing is that it's not about so much about what it is that you yourself accomplish as far as your life. It's about what you set into motion so that it can prevail. I'll give you a few examples. Walmart started with a man that just had a pickup truck and a storefront. Now Walmart is probably the biggest shopping retail chain in the world. Kids are living it up. Okay? All these trucking companies, the ones that are celebrating 40 and 50 years. I think I recall Warner. Man sold somebody's first truck, hauled his first load. Now Warner is one of the biggest global carriers in the world. So what I'm saying is that don't just think about 20 years or just think about the rest of your life. Think about doing something so that your kids and your grandkids and maybe even their kids can benefit from it. Don't think 15 or 20 years down the line. It may sound crazy, but think 100 years down the line. I know it's hard to actually, to compute this, but it's easy because a lot of these companies that we pick up from, they've been in business longer than some of us have been alive. But yet they still growing, they still expanding. So again, you thinking about getting a truck, I'm thinking about getting a truck. I want a trailer. I may want a small fleet, but also at the same time, I understand that I'm still just a contractor unless I can bring something besides a truck to the table. Okay? If I can produce something, again, going back to the cow haulers, they have their cows, they have their pigs, they have their sheep, whatever it is that they haul. They gonna haul it. Same thing for people that may have hay. I picked up a load of hay from a farm. Guy said they have 12 of their own trucks, and then they contract some more trucks to ship it, other places. This is hay. They mass produce hay and ship it on their own trucks, and they contract out other work. That's the thing about it. You can't tell me if I have something that you need, I can put it on my own truck. That's the greatest thing to me. And leaving a legacy. So, again, like I said, I'm just speaking for truck drivers because that's my profession, but anybody can do that. Whatever you're doing right now, whatever type of profession that you're in, just think about what you had to bring to the table. I know a lot of people don't like to think about the future because the future isn't promised. All you have is the present and the past. But the thing is to live the present to the fullest, but also plan for the future, because especially if you have kids, or especially if you have someone, significant to you, leave them something that they can build off of, and they can say, look, such and such did that. And that's true wealth. So think 100 years down the road. Think about something that you can produce, because it's a lot of information out here about a lot of things that are just going left. But if you can stick your foot in the door and capture something and be in control of it, you have leverage. So again, this is Flatbed Shad signing out. Y'all be blessed. Have a good night.